Thanks, Debbie.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I want to find out how we did with the sky painting and what troubles we might have run into, or including myself, by the way, including myself in this. Um, Hopefully Patty will be able to hear us at some point. But anyway, hi Janine. Um, so who would like to begin? Who has questions? Who wants to get us started off?
Well, I have a problem.
Okay.
Um, it was two poor decisions I made.
Okay.
Uh, I was going along really well on the sky, and I got to a point, I was working with the picture and also my the pattern with just the that I had, transferred onto the fabric. And I started putting clouds in an area that the photograph had no clouds. It was all blue. So I was putting clouds in the sky. They look real good, and I should have left them. So that was my first mistake in putting clouds where there were no clouds in the photo. But
Okay.
rather than leave it and call it an artistic decision,
Yeah.
I decided, dummy that I am, to cover those clouds with blue ink. Of course, matching the blue of my existing fabric,
Hmm.
there wasn't an exact pencil or chalk
Yeah.
that I had. So I tried to play with color and I could not get the blue of my fabric to be
Mhm.
the same blue as I created.
Okay.
But I discovered that after I went over the fabric. So
Okay.
now I've got in an area, I could hold it up if you like. I've got sort of a blue, green, teal on a royal blue fabric.
Okay.
I got to cover it with something. So if I kind of hold it up, can you tell me what to do with it?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go get it
Thank
because
you.
it kind of tell you the truth, I was really raring to go, and it paralyzed me, and I got annoyed and I left.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll be right.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. No, it may look beautiful on the screen because you know how video is.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Hold it
Okay.
up a little higher.
Okay. Right over. Well, I'm going to point to it. It's hard to do with both, but
Yeah, I know.
let me fold it in half so I can hold it nice. Right.
Okay.
All right. It's, oh, see, it looks great on the, it's, it's this. I can't do it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll hold it against. It's
Yeah.
this area right here.
Okay. I
It's,
I
I had,
don't see I don't see a problem with
I
that.
know because you're looking at it on my monitor. It's
Okay.
it's a totally different blue in real life
Okay.
here
Yep.
than the rest of, even though my sky is modeled.
Okay. But your
So
clouds look really good.
yeah, the clouds look
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And
Um,
should I put clouds back in there?
Here's what I want you to do, Susan. I want you to put it down and take a JPEG, take a picture of it.
All right.
And then I want you to email it to me
Okay. So
so that
let
I
me,
can really see it, because it's hard. Like you said, I don't see much of a problem with it right now.
I know, but it is wrong. Like right
Okay.
now, you're seeing sort of an aqua sky
Yeah.
on your screen.
Yeah.
And this sky is a royal blue batik. So
Okay.
you're not really seeing true colors.
Okay. So that's why I need you to take a picture of it, and
All
then we'll
right.
come back to you. Okay.
All right. Shall I upload? What should I do with the picture?
So just email it to me.
Email it to you.
You have
Okay.
my email, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I don't think it looks as bad as you think it looks, but
Well, it doesn't, but let me ask a question. If I am correct and it really does look bad in real
yeah.
life,
What do you do next?
would you put just more clouds there, or should I start playing around with trying to get the same blue in the meat?
No, no, I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just take my sponge
Yeah.
and I would do a little bit of put a little bit of white paint on it and just sort of pounce over that area,
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Alrighty.
because at the end of the day, nobody really knows exactly what it's supposed to look like, and you do have artistic license to change it.
Okay.
Um, in fact, you could have not marked any of this and just eyeballed the picture and just, you know,
Well, actually, in reality, that's what I've done in a lot because I missed a lot of my markings.
okay, so
So
that's fine.
the elements on the bottom around the sun,
Yeah,
that lower area was never marked. So
okay.
that's all freehand.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that looks really good. And yeah, just send me a picture and I can kind of see that area is a slightly different color on my monitor, but I can't
Uh-huh.
tell if it's bad enough to start all over again.
Oh, I won't start all over again. I'll tell you that. All right, I'll go take a picture. I'll get it to you.
Okay,
Thank you for your help.
sure. Just so you know, I have started all over again. I was
Well,
working on a different landscape, as a desert landscape, and I painted the sky first. And I really didn't like what I got. And I had already fused it to the bottom half. And so I just cut it off and just did a whole nother sky and then fused it back on. And it worked great. I mean, I was much happier with my second version. So I'm not going to say here I get it right the first time. I don't always get it right the first time.
okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you. I'll
I
take
just
it.
want to adjust your expectations a little bit. You may not
Well,
get it right the first time.
well, I'll tell you why I have such great expectations. I had so much fun doing it Oregon Coast, and I love the way it turned out the first time.
Yeah.
So I guess there goes my expectations.
Uh,
Okay.
okay. Well, well done. Okay. So who wants to go next? Who has questions? Who has concerns?
Well, I may not have any problem starting all over because I'm not really crazy about the look of mine at this
Okay.
point.
All right. Let me spotlight you. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, and my the yellow at the bottom
Yeah.
turned out too yellowy. Can you see that?
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
No. In fact, I don't think mine is. And you can change that too, Marcia.
Uh-huh. I figured I'd be adding more orange at the top, but okay, well, that's that then.
Hold it up again and just hold it as still as you can so we can really get a look at it. Yeah, I think that looks really good. You need to put in your sun
It's in there, but it
covered
got
up.
yeah, well, it kind of got whitewashed out, you
Okay,
know?
so you need to take some some white paint and just put it back in.
Okay, got
Okay.
it. Okay.
Hold it up for me one more time. You're too quick. Yeah. I think I would add a little more orange, like an orangey pastel color on top of that yellow.
Okay.
And but the yellow is good. The problem that I have with mine is it's not glowing enough, and yours really
Mhm.
glows. So I think
Oh,
it's fine.
okay. Well, very good then.
And everybody's is going to be a little different. We know that anyway, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, did you have any other questions?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Did
I
you
don't think.
enjoy the process?
Uh, I did, but again, I think I'll do much better the next time I do it.
Yeah.
I think some of mine look so it's not looking natural like a brushed look, you know, it's
Hmm.
kind of like the edges are too hard,
Of the
especially
clouds?
on my black.
Hmm.
So I think I need to kind of figure out how to brush them so that they look a little bit more light-handed and
Hmm.
natural-like
Hmm.
instead of bordered.
Hmm. If you're finding that your black is a little too hard, you can mix up a little bit of the fabric medium, the
Yes,
yak, with a little bit of white. So you've got sort of a semi-translucent white there. And
yes.
you can go over that black again Just wash over it
Oh, yeah,
and
just
see if
kind
you
of
can,
fade it out a little.
yeah, make it a
Okay,
little softer.
okay,
Yeah,
good,
try
thanks.
that.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
I felt the same way as Marcia. I didn't think it flowed very nicely, so I redid mine a couple of times. I just kept adding to it.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you spotlighted. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
Same thing as Marcia. It's like it just didn't seem to flow nicely, but
Yeah, the black is a little bit harsh.
all of it or just the bottom one.
Um, I would go over all of it with a little bit of diluted white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you see the area or your sun could be a little brighter.
Okay. And right now I still have it as white, so that's probably why.
It needs to be whiter
Okay.
because I still see blue coming through. Um, but it's a really good start.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. In terms of flowing, do you mean like the paint wouldn't flow over the fabric?
No, it just didn't look natural, like natural clouds. It looked like just a bunch of dots at the beginning,
Yes.
is how I felt. So
Well, it kind of is.
I guess. Yeah,
You know, those are the clouds. Those are the type of clouds. These are not soft, fluffy clouds.
I guess, yeah.
If you look at the photo,
Yeah.
I have actually have a harder time doing soft, fluffy clouds. I think those are harder to do. These are a little more, you just do a dab of paint and it looks like the photograph. So, you know,
Okay.
I wouldn't get stressed about that.
I had a question, not about the sky exactly, but about the sea, the ocean.
Yeah,
Because when I was looking at my fabrics, I have a ton of ocean fabrics, but they all seemed way too bright
yeah.
compared to what this looked like, which is almost kind of orangey and totally muted in my photo. Am
Okay.
I seeing that right? It really should be kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of coppery or
Yeah.
you know.
Let me grab my photo. Hold on a sec. I got it taped to my wall right now. So when I look at, let me spotlight myself. Hold on. Okay, so when I look at my photo, this looks gray to me,
Okay.
and it only warms up right about there. And that's what we're going to add a little bit of paint to. And we're going to add white paint in this section here. And then the rest of it is sort of a soft white, sort of a gray color.
So when we're choosing the fabric, it really should be a lot more on the muted side
Yeah,
as opposed to, the color of the sky,
yeah,
or whatever,
absolutely.
when you're on the beach. Not when you're on the beach, but what the photo looks like,
Right.
just more muted.
Yeah, you have to look at what color it actually is rather than what color you think it is.
Okay.
Okay. Let me show, I actually changed my fabric. Let me show you what I changed mine to. Well, I don't know if you saw. Did you see in the course the lesson that I added? I'll show you. I'll share the screen. Hold on a second. I lost my glass. Oh, they're there. Okay.
hey Roxanne, can you remind me, how do I make this so that I only see the person that's talking?
So you're
View.
gonna go up to
View.
my little square and there's 3 little dots.
3 little dots.
Yep. And you're gonna see pin. You're gonna pin me.
Oh, okay. I double clicked you and there it went. Okay.
And also I spotlighted myself for everyone.
Okay.
So everyone should be seeing me big right now. Okay. So this is the fabric that I ended up using.
Oh, great.
And it's sort of pale blue with some marks on it. And it's going to have a fair amount of paint on it. It's not going to look like this,
Good.
but
It's still pale, not
it's pale.
like a Caribbean ocean or
Not
whatever.
at all.
At
No,
all. Okay.
no. And the other fabric that I had was too dark.
Okay.
So,
A light gray would work too.
yeah, a light gray would work.
Hmm.
You
Okay,
know,
how-
I didn't really I mean, I have light gray, but I don't know. I liked this fabric. This worked for me.
Roxanne, I have two gray ones.
Okay. Let me unpin myself. Hold on.
They both have sparkles.
Okay. That's pretty, but the swirliness is going to get lost when you add the paint.
Okay, well, I mean, that's okay, I guess.
I don't think I would use that one because of
Okay.
the sparkliness already on it.
Well, this one has even a little more sparkliness, but it's, I don't know, can you see that?
Yeah, I like that one better. What does it look like on the wrong side?
On the wrong side,
Or is it a batik?
it's not a batik.
Okay.
Here's the wrong side.
That's
No
a,
sparkles.
that's a beautiful sky.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. All right, go back to the other
Oh.
side again.
But except that it's gray.
Well, today it is.
I think you could make that work, the sparkly side. I think that will work.
Well, the other thing I got, your first reaction to this will not be good, I'm sure, but I thought I could fussy cut, just from this area right in here, maybe.
Yeah.
But is that going to still be too dark or too
It's
light?
too blue.
Okay.
It's too blue. I mean,
Mhm.
if you want to take artistic license and make your ocean more blue, you certainly can, okay? But hold on. This is gray.
Yeah, I was looking for more gray.
Yeah,
I wanted to share what I have for the
sure.
option too.
Who's speaking now?
Patty.
Patty, where are you? Let's see.
Yeah, I have to use my phone because my computer was having a glitch.
Okay,
So, but anyway, this is what I have.
okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that will work, Patty.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, if you start with a lighter gray, that means you'll add less white paint to the fabric. If you
Oh,
start,
there is a wrong side to this too. Let me see if I show you that, if that
Okay.
looks any better.
okay.
So this is the wrong side.
That might be better.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it is lighter.
Yeah, I would start with that.
Okay.
Because when we're at the sea, it's painted a lot, right?
Yeah, it
You know,
is.
It's not right. So there's a lot of, you can paint over things that don't seem to fit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Roxanne, I just found two more.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Let me get you on Spotlight. Either
This
one
one-
of those would work. Yeah.
Better than the sparkly one.
Well, I don't know about better. I just don't know how the sparkly one is going to take the paint.
Yeah.
You could have to do an experiment,
Okay.
but either one of those would work.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We kind of went off on a tangent talking about the ocean fabric, which is fine. Okay. Anyone else want to talk about ocean fabric? Okay. So let's go back to sharing how you did on your paintings. Teresa, we saw yours, right? Yep. We saw Marsha's, we saw Susan. Janine, did we see yours already?
No,
Okay, come on.
I didn't actually get to do anything on this until like a couple hours ago.
Okay.
So this is as far as I've gotten.
Oh, very good. Okay.
And I kind of felt the same as Marcia, and I forget who else said that. I felt like my clouds were a little too splotchy, but I think I have room to go back and, add a few more dots in there and maybe make them look a little less.
Okay. So
Splotchy.
here's what I would suggest. I think it looks great. I think it looks terrific. What I would do is tape it up on the wall and then tape the photograph next to it. And
Okay.
get back about 6 feet. This applies to everybody.
That
Because
sounds
you're
good.
all working on top of it and you're not really objectively looking at it. The clouds are blotchy, okay? It's supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
You're doing it right. I mean, if you want it to look like the photograph, you're doing it
Yeah.
right.
Trusting the process.
Yeah, look at the photograph. Oh, it's blotchy. Those clouds are blotchy. That's what I need to be doing here. Not all clouds, there's so many different kinds of clouds. So you have to be super observant and look at what kind of clouds that's one of the things I liked about this photograph is the clouds were unusual.
Hmm.
You know, they weren't your typical fluffy, puffy
Yeah.
clouds. They were different. So, and they reflected the light, which was really cool. So I think you're doing fine as far as that goes.
Thanks.
But get back from your work, that's really important, and compare the two and go, oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm going for anyway. Yeah? Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
good job. Who else? Susan, yeah, Jane, go ahead. Let me spotlight you. Okay, there she is with a big fish behind her.
Yeah, so I've been painting a bit. No, actually, I didn't get much done. It's been too nice here.
Okay,
But it is supposed to rain next week, so. I don't
okay.
know if you can
How did you
see
stand on your head like that? That's amazing.
Well, it's easier than lifting the table. So I'm not sure what you guys are looking at there.
Okay,
think it's
so
okay.
you're 90 degrees turned. So turn your camera 90 degrees to the right, to your right. Yep, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop.
Oh, I like her water.
Your sky below looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I agree. Beautiful.
It looks terrific. Looks better than mine.
What do you
It looks
mean?
gorgeous.
So tell us what you did.
Well, I actually haven't done much in the sky, so I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Well,
Sideways. There we go.
But I've mostly done the orange and the yellow part. I've done a little bit of the gray cloud in the orange and yellow part. I still looking at it today. I want to go back and do another coat, but I'm afraid I'm going to get it rubbery.
on the bottom half?
On the bottom, there's still.
No, I think it looks really good. I wouldn't do anything else to that.
Are we going to be doing much stitch work in this area?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, because there's a couple of areas that you can see the blue through, and it's bugging me, but maybe I just need to
Okay.
loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
And really, mostly I did a few clouds here and there to clean off my brush, not to waste the paint. So I haven't really concentrated on the clouds much.
Okay.
But what I thought I'd do in those dark clouds is do them first white and then put the dark on top and leave
Yeah.
the edge and leave spaces in the middle.
That's smart. Yeah.
Just
I
like
did it the
watercolor.
opposite way. I put them down and then I did around the edges with the white. But I like that idea.
Yeah, I'm looking
too.
at it like a watercolor artist, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Can I ask you a question? When you did that bottom part of your sky, did you put white down first?
Yes, but I didn't have it very solid.
Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah.
So when I put the color on top, I did end up with almost a coral color, not the orange I wanted.
Yeah.
So I went back and there was a few areas that the blue really shone through. I touched them up with white and went back and sort of redid another layer.
Yeah.
And it turned out much redder
Okay.
and more variation in the orange. Like
Yeah.
I used a
Beautiful.
little bit of the red
Yeah. Can
here
you,
and there.
is it too hard to pick it up and hold it up in front of the camera?
It's taped to the table and
Taped to the
it's
table,
taped
okay.
to the tablecloth that's taped to the table. So
All right.
yeah.
Would you send us a picture of it also?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you have my email?
Somewhere, yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting Susan's photo now.
Right, it's titled Sky Boo Boo.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
You
I'm,
could see it better now in the photo.
yeah, hold on. I'm just rotating it because it was on its side.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see it a little bit better now. All right.
Uh,
So anything else for you, Jane?
No, I think it's good. I'll grab my phone and take a picture, but
Okay. All righty. Let me go back to share the screen with y'all. All right, there's Susan's sky. I don't think it's bad enough to worry about. Do you guys?
No,
Not at all.
No, I think it looks good.
Yeah,
I do too.
I would lighten up your blacks a little bit like we talked about, but I wouldn't worry about that. And don't forget um you're gonna have stitching over most of this, so it's gonna blend.
Now that's interesting. You said lighten up the blacks. I thought they were too light. I was going to darken them.
I think I'm referring to the one right here.
Really.
Yeah, a little bit. These
All
are
right.
fine. These are fine. But everything is relative.
Mm-hmm.
So you may leave them alone for now, and then when you finish everything, reevaluate it next to everything.
Okay.
Okay? Just leave it for now.
Do you think it would be helpful if we knew how this was going to be stitched or an area where we were going to be putting lots of thread? I mean, might that make a difference in
Um,
how?
no, no,
No? All right.
because you can't always plan those things ahead of time.
Okay.
Sometimes you can, but I think our goal overall is to have sort of more or less even stitching throughout the whole piece.
Okay.
Okay. So we are going to do some stitching across the whole sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I might recommend, because we have more paint on the bottom, to do less stitching, maybe stitching more around that area.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it will be pretty evenly stitched. So I don't think that's a
Okay.
concern right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I have
Yeah,
a question.
sure.
For us to lighten the black clouds that I've got, should we use the Inktense block, white block, or the acrylic paint?
That's a good question, because remember when we tried the Inktense, it was less intense
Okay.
than the paint. So you might go ahead and try using a little bit of Inktense with aloe vera with a white pencil and just go over the areas that you want to lighten. That might be a good use of that white pencil.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Katie.
Roxanne, sorry I was late today.
No worries. So we're talking about all the painting. You'll be able to see it in the recording.
Okay.
All right. So who else have I not seen?
Patty, this is Patty.
Yeah.
I did not do any of my sky painting yet. I got kind
Okay.
of involved in other things.
Okay. All right. So do you have any questions right off the bat?
No, I'm enjoying the process
Okay.
immensely. I just
Good.
love this.
Good. Good, good, good.
And I painted my sky, but I have one more layer to do.
Okay. Well, would you mind sharing it with us, Katie?
It's taped down.
Can you pick it up
Uh,
or bring your camera to it?
not yet. Can I post a picture?
Yes, post a picture.
Okay.
Good.
But
All
I'll
right.
do it later if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to share it during this?
Not today, because it's
Not
not
today.
done. Yeah. So
Okay, Jane, your picture did not come
ready.
through.
I know. I didn't attach it. I
Oh,
hit send too quickly.
oh, okay. Try again.
I'm working on it.
All right. Debbie, did you want to share your work with us?
To tell you the truth, I haven't done anything. I'm not feeling particularly creative at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's February in cold Canada, right?
Well, no, it's more like being a Canadian is a problem right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. I'm trying to be more or less like an ostrich and just not even pay attention to the madness right now, but every day it's something new.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Jane, did you get it through this time? Let me check.
I think so.
Yeah, you did. Okay, very good. Let me move it over to my desktop. And let me get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay. I'm trying to see how I can make it a little bigger. No, I don't want that. I'm just gonna make it bigger somehow. All right, let me share the screen so you all can see it. All right. Somehow I've turned on my magnifier and I don't know why it's doing that, but
That looks very nice. I love the
I think
orange.
the blending of the yellow and the orange and the white is really good.
It is.
Yep.
I think it's really good.
And the yellow right along the
Bottom.
edge. Yeah.
That I had to do twice. That was hard.
It is because you have to put a lot of white down to kill that blue.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
then
have
you
to
want
put-
to keep the yellow skinny but bright.
right, exactly.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, good job. I wouldn't put anything else on there. And if you look at the photo, there is little bits of blue peeking through here and there. So I think you're good. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Well done. Okay. Well, if no one else has anything to share, I am going to share mine. And I think I said earlier, I'm not 100% in love with it, but I may go over it again. I don't know. So actually, I think I have a picture of it.
Is that on the wall behind you? Looks really pretty, that one.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
look
it
pretty.
is on the wall behind me, but I
Yeah,
think
I've been looking at it over your shoulder.
I think
Me
what I'm
too.
going to do instead is find the picture that I took of it. Do I have a picture of it on there? No, I don't. Never mind.
You posted a picture.
I did post a picture. I think I posted a picture in the course. Let me get to my course.
Your sand looks really good too.
Darn. Okay, let me just do the simple thing, which is bring it closer so you can all see it.
Oh, that
Wow.
looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Wow.
See, I don't think my clouds are splotchy enough or bright enough. But I did have to go over the lower half quite this part like 2 or 3 times.
But it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I do love the blending of the colors.
Yes.
Wow. I feel like I gotta start all over.
Okay, so you can
No.
see here my ocean and my grass. I haven't marked my grass or done anything to my grass yet, and I haven't even I've kind of attached them to each other just at the edges but I haven't fused it down yet because I want to slip the sand underneath this bit.
Hmm,
Okay. So my thought is to paint the sand first and then put it all together. Although you could put it all together and then paint the sand. But anyway, that was my thought. But I just wanted to give you an idea of,
Roseanne,
yes.
let me ask you on your, here, make it further back. Okay, on your, above the yellow
Yep.
and below the gray, that first gray we did, is that green?
In
Looks
here,
good.
It's showing green to me.
It is
Yeah.
green.
It is green. So were we supposed to do that in green or is that your
No.
personal? Oh, we
No.
weren't. Okay.
It
See,
looks nice and green.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but I thought I missed that memo.
no, I actually think what's happening is the monitor is doing that because on my end, it doesn't look green.
Okay.
oh, okay.
But I can see in the monitor it's looking green. Well,
Okay.
actually, over here, it really looks green.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yes.
over on
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
left.
Yeah,
In my
Um,
photograph, it is very green.
Yeah, there is a little
But
bit,
yes, right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a haze of yellow over that blue. And so I'm actually going to leave that because I actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it looks good.
yeah.
When I look at it on the monitor, it looks better than it does in real life. I think. So that tells me to get back from my work and don't be so critical. But it's funny because when I look at the photograph next to, can you see how much brighter this looks?
Yeah.
I want more of that glow, and I'm not really
Yeah.
sure how I'm going to get that except to add a lot more white paint.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, you need more of that.
Yeah. So, and especially for the sun, there needs to be more. So, and up in here, I have to add a little bit more white. So after it dried and I looked at it, I thought, okay, it's not quite where I want it to be, but it's getting there.
Hmm.
So,
Nice.
A challenge I had, I'm not a painter. I
Mhm.
have painted, but different medium and never on fabric.
okay.
You say load your brush, and that was a term you used at the very beginning when you were starting to do the clouds. What does that really mean? Because my inclination is to scrape it all off on the edge of the palette, and then it comes out sort of almost like a dry brush. And if I had too much on my brush, and I practiced, but I had the same thing happen, too
Hmm.
much on my brush, that's when I got the white globs.
Ah,
So
okay.
What do you mean when you, I know I'm going back to square one, but
No, it's fine.
load your brush mean to you?
Um, it just means put some paint on it. It's not really a technical term. It
Okay.
means- Okay, so if I just want to have a little more control, I'm going to put less paint on my brush. I'm going to load it less. Okay, because if I totally cover my brush with paint, I can't control where that paint's going to go. Sometimes it might just drip off my brush and I won't have any control. So I'm just going to I don't know, I don't have any brushes on me, but
I think too, the idea of having it thinner allows you to add more in time rather than, if it's thick,
Yeah.
you're kind of stuck.
yeah. That is true, but I will say that with certain areas, like this area down here, you really have to load your brush with almost opaque white
Hmm.
or you have to do it several times, which is what I ended up doing.
Hmm.
Jane ended up doing too. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can build it up in layers and that's cool. But if you want to get immediate effect, like you got to put a lot of paint on.
I
So
was finding that problem doing the sun, which was the very first thing I did on the entire fabric, and
right.
it just kept going over and over. And the more I painted, it was lifting the paint, and I was seeing more blue. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It was almost like I was scraping off the first layer because it was still wet. It
Okay.
wasn't layering.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, you have to let it dry and then add another layer.
Okay.
Okay, probably. Because, yeah, I know what you're saying. As you're applying more, it kind of
Lifted.
lifted. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that sun, it's so white hot.
Yeah.
We're really gonna have to like, and we could have put a little piece of white fabric there too, but then we would have had this like ridge around it, and I didn't want that. I didn't
The
want a
mistake,
ridge. Hmm?
the mistake I made was I forgot to put the white on the bottom.
Oh,
Before we did the sunset or sunrise,
yeah,
I forgot to put the white, and
yeah.
then I started putting some yellow, and then it went, of course, green. Everything went green, and it was like, oh my goodness.
Yep.
So that was
Yeah.
and I realized it later. It's like, oh, that's what I forgot, the white first. That's how we learn, right?
That's exactly how we learn. I mean, by the way, nobody taught me this stuff. I learned trial by error.
Yeah.
That's how I learned. I mean, when I first started, I had all transparent paint. I had no opaque paint. And then I realized, oh, if I want something to really show up and cover the fabric, I need some opaque paint. And that's when I started playing around with different mediums and different ways of mixing and trying new techniques. And so that's how I learned. It's just getting messy with the stuff, and just playing with it.
You
I've
know,
never painted on colored fabric before. I only ever painted on white fabric.
Yeah, that
So
painting
this
on
is a
white
new
fabric is easy.
experience.
It's
Yeah,
easy, right?
yeah.
This is a little harder. Now, we could have had the option, okay, of starting with white fabric, but then we would have, it would have been a lot of blue to put on there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I like the idea of learning to do it on colored fabric. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I've done this before with another seascape. I had very bright turquoise blue for the background, and I added a lot of white. And so I've done this before. So I can't say I'm not a brand new newbie at this, but that was the first time I had done that one. So that took several layers to get it to cover the blue. So I think knowing that going in helps adjust your expectations and allowing the layers to dry and go, oh, okay, that's not quite there yet. I need to go again.
Roxanne, I have a question.
Sure.
How long do you think it's been that fabric painting and art quilting have been going on? In my eyes, I think it's relatively new, but maybe it's just because I haven't been around long enough.
Mm. Well, I think Inktense have been around a while, don't you guys think? That's not,
Yes, but on fabric is what I see that all over the place on paper and canvas.
no, it's been on fabric for a long time.
Oh,
I used to do folk art in the 80s on fabric.
oh,
Huh?
There are some fabric artists who are currently teaching painting classes using acrylics on fabric,
Mhm.
but they don't get the absorption that the inks get. They kind of sit on
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's harder to stitch through.
yeah.
Yeah. So Marcia, just from my experience, I learned how to do fabric painting back in 2005.
oh. Mhm.
But I'm sure, people were doing it before then.
Oh, way before.
Yeah, but in terms of using it for art quilts.
Yeah.
Of course, when I've gone to YouTube and I've looked for people painting on fabric, I just think it's not been, I don't find very many, but I haven't looked for a while. But I remember when I first started playing with Inktense, it's probably been since 2012 or 13 or something. And I didn't really find much. I did find one painter, and I've forgotten her name. I took an online class. And do you remember Craftsy? That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
I found her on Craftsy,
Okay.
and I learned how to do some painting there. She was a great teacher,
Hmm.
not very responsive, but a very good teacher.
Okay.
Learned a lot.
Robert
Good.
McNeil
Who's that?
Her last name is McNeil, I believe.
Oh, she,
Taught a lot of painting classes on Craftsy.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think McNeil was the name. No, I think it was somebody else. This lady was like a redhead and
Uh,
a little more rounded, you might say, you know, a little more full bodied.
I don't know who that was,
Okay,
but
I've forgotten. I just can't remember. Oh, I can probably find out. Well, it doesn't matter.
okay,
But it
well,
was
you
a
can
good class.
always put it in the community if you figure it out.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I wanted to share with you what I put in the course. So as we're going through the course, I'm going to be continually adding to the lessons.
Mm-hmm.
So just make sure you look at that from time to time because I'm adding new material as we go along.
It doesn't notify us when you add new material.
I don't think it does, no,
Okay, okay.
which is kind of, it would be good if it did.
Which is what Sky 1, 2, and 3 were, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me go to the course and share the screen. Share the screen. Hold on a minute. There we go. Share screen. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is last week's recording and then my sky paintings down here. And then I've got assembling the lower half. And there's a lesson called cutting, fusing, and marking. Do y'all see that?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And basically all I've done on here is given some instructions and I posted some pictures. So I was marking the sky, not the sky, the sand with my light box. And you can see right there where I've done some of it. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
Make this go away. There we go. And then I've just taped it where it goes on the pattern and you can see, let me zoom in. Can you see the markings?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then here's my photo right here.
Nice.
There it is, just pinned on for now. And you can see these little areas over here where I use my sponge.
Oh, that was sponge markings.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's in the last video, the sky video, I think.
Oh, okay.
If you have you watched those yet?
I have.
Yeah.
Not number 3. No.
Okay, some of you have, some of you haven't. So go back and watch them. The
Okay.
other thing I did with my C is I took my rotary cutter and my ruler and I cut a really straight line after I put fusible on the back. So that horizon line is really straight. Okay.
Is that going to be fused onto the bottom of the blue, our sky
Yeah,
fabric?
yes.
Okay.
Right now I have these two like tacked together right here and here and right here and here. But I didn't tack it all the way down because I want to slide some of the sand fabric underneath all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to trim this bit. I haven't trimmed that yet.
So when you did the rotary cutter on the horizon and the sea,
Yeah.
that you're not leaving like a quarter of an inch or whatever
No.
it exactly meets.
Nope. I'm
Okay.
putting it over my sky fabric.
Over your sky. Oh,
Yeah,
so
you see some of it. Yeah.
the yellow is over your sky fabric.
The yellow is my sky fabric. And then I put the
Right.
sea over that.
And now that's a question. When I cut out my sky fabric, I'm looking at your sample right on the screen.
Yep.
You've got a lot of sky that's coming actually under the rocks, as I see.
Correct. Yeah.
My sky is only, I would say about an inch below the horizon line.
That's fine because I'm going to end up trimming that anyway. I'm going to trim that off.
So the tacking, the Misty Fuse is only going to be holding it by that 1 inch because
Yes.
yeah, okay,
yes, but that's plenty.
yeah,
That's plenty.
you know,
Okay, and eventually I'm gonna put Misty Fuse on the back of my sky as well, because I'm gonna fuse it all down on the batting when we're done.
oh, okay,
So everything's gonna have fusible on the back of it. I just haven't done that yet.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is just this section is what I've just added.
Very nice.
And then as we go down, as time passes, there are going to be further instructions. There's let's see, completing. There's a lesson on heat setting. There's a lesson on adding the sand. And then I haven't done anything with the quilting yet because I want to do that in real time. Okay.
Mhm.
So when we get to the quilting, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but when we get to that part, I know you're thinking about that already. We'll talk about fabric, thread selection, thread types, needles, tension, what kind of batting you maybe want to use, all of those concerns when we get to that part of the class. But that's after we get the whole top completed and we're happy with it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah. So I haven't done any painting on my sky yet, which is I'm going to do the sea and I'm going to do a little bit of painting on the grass. Let me spotlight myself. I'm going to do a little bit of painting on here, as you will see, and I will shoot it. I will videotape myself doing that. And then these shadows on the grass, I'm going to be giving that a little dimension. And then I'm going to start putting in some of these shadows on the sand. And probably what I'm going to do, and I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, is I'm going to take my brown stick and I'm going to shave some off and I'm going to make up sort of a dark brown paint with aloe vera. And I'm going to just brush it in my little markings and just sort of put those little dark bits in. And then wait for it to dry. See if it's dark enough.
If we're not shaving the little sticks, because I don't have sticks,
Yeah.
should we mix the pencil, the color with the in the white with the pencil like you did for the gray initially? No.
No. So
Okay.
this is a different, we don't need to cover our sand fabric completely. We can have little bits of it showing through. So it doesn't need to be totally opaque, okay? So if you don't have a stick, you can use your pencil. Actually, this is another thing you can try. Try it out on a scrap first, is take a clean brush and paint it with aloe vera inside the marking lines. Just the fabric, okay, inside the marking lines. And then you can take the side of your pencil and kind of go over the aloe vera parts with your pencil. And then you can go back with your brush and blend it and feather the edges. So that's another way you can apply it. And I'll show, when I go to do mine, I'll show both ways. How's that?
Sounds good.
I might like one way better than the other. Like I said, I'm never exactly sure before I do it. I have different ways to skin the cat, but I'm not really sure what's going to be the best way. So
Until you start trying.
yeah, I do know though, you see where these little, let me spotlight myself again. See all these little bits of sticks and stuff
Uh-huh.
that are sticking up? That would be great to use your pencil and just dip it in aloe vera and just do little little lines here and there.
Uh-huh.
Because that'll give you a little bit more texture on your sand.
Mhm.
And like even up in the grass, you can do that. And I don't know if you noticed this. Let me grab my thing again. When I cut out my grass fabric, I didn't cut it out with a totally straight line. I put some little peaks and valleys in the top of the grass because it's much
Mhm.
harder to blend a straight line when I want, when I want it to look spiky. So I cut some spikes in the fabric, and I probably could have done a lot more than I did, but I don't know. I was
I have a question about the grass.
sure.
I have some fabric that actually looks like grass.
Oh, let's see it.
And so I didn't know if I fussy cut it or what I do, but let me show you what I have.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, you could fussy cut that. You could actually, you could fussy cut the clumps of grass after you put the fusible on the back.
Okay.
And then you'll get nice sharp edges when you cut the grass.
Uh-huh.
And then you can kind of clump them together and fuse them together. I've done that before.
So just cut up different pieces and just overlay them.
Yeah. Just overlay, make sure they have fusible on the back first
Right.
before you cut. And
Right.
then you can use the fusible to kind of glue them together at different angles to make them look sort
Oh,
of one isn't
more.
the other. And
Okay.
so you can kind of create your own fabric that way.
Okay.
I
Uh,
have a question about that.
Yes, go ahead.
Why, rather than fussy cutting, why couldn't you just use the fabric, clumps of it as it is, and paint,
You could do that too.
paint over it and
Yeah.
enhance the leaves or not or whatever, but you almost
Yeah.
have a roadmap there.
Yeah, she could do that. But if you notice in the photograph, the grass is a little denser. It's not so spread out.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of in one area, more or less.
Yeah.
So you could,
So she could fill that in.
with more grass,
Yeah,
paint.
she totally could do that.
Yeah. It actually has some variety to it. Let me show you it again.
Yeah,
Let's see.
that's great fabric.
Oh yeah, I mean, you as the artist get to make these decisions, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do. You get to decide how you want to use the fabrics that you have, and it's going to give your piece a unique look.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have both the grass fabric and then just kind of green batik fabric, kind of more like what you put on yours,
Yeah.
is there a preference or is it just personal preference?
Personal preference.
Okay.
I want you to kind of like throw out any shoulds. Like there's no right, wrong. There's what you want to your eye when you look at it. What's your interpretation? What is going to give you the effect that you want? Okay. Another thing that I'm kind of jumping ahead to the stitching now, but I plan to use some bobbin stitching in those parts to give it a lot more texture.
Mm-hmm.
Which does anyone not know what bobbin stitching is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never done it, but I saw a couple of videos and it's like, oh my God, I don't think I could do that.
Oh yeah, you could.
It's exciting because I get to learn something new now. Cool.
Yeah, I will show you when we get to that section how to do that. But basically what you're doing is you're loading up your bobbin with a thread that's too thick to go through your needle.
Hmm.
And then you're going to turn your whole sandwich upside down. So the bobbin thread is going to show up on the right side.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's pretty easy to do big, long, diagonal stitching.
So that adds more texture, I see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've done it with pearl cotton, like a different varieties of green pearl cotton, and it looks great. It really looks
Wow.
yeah. So there's a lot of exciting things you can do to add to the texture. When we get to that part down the road, I don't want to like go there too fast, but there are some things we can do on this that will enhance the texture. And that is one of the cool things about textile art is we really can exploit texture, which you can do in a painting, a regular painting, but not as much, I think. Because we have the thread, we have the quilting, we can make it almost three-dimensional if we want to.
How fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I have a couple bobbins loaded up right here. I can kind of show you what I'm doing.
Those bobbins you have loaded up, did you machine wind them or hand wind them?
I depends on the thread, but I think
Oh.
I have done both.
Hmm.
Okay, here's some gold razzle dazzle kind of thread. Spotlight.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I actually don't have that machine anymore. So I
Mhm.
don't know why I had that, but this is cool. See this variegated pearl cotton?
Yeah.
So that makes great grasses. And I actually have a second bobbin case on my older machine just for this kind of thing, so I can loosen my screw.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So that's how you do that. Anyway, I'll get into that more later, but just wanted to whet your appetite a little bit. All right. What else? What other?
I had a sand question.
Yes.
When you look at the photo, and this I think matters on what fabric one might choose for their sand.
Okay.
It seems that especially down toward the bottom of it, it's like kind of pebbly looking.
Yes.
Right. And that's done with paint, right?
No. Yes
that
and
done?
no. Yes. Actually, that's where I think your sponge could be really helpful.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it might matter on what sand fabric you choose, knowing that you're going to put all of that, let's just say sponge on the bottom third,
Yep.
right?
Right.
Okay.
So in other words, if you've got a much lighter sand fabric, you would sponge with a darker color.
Mhm.
And if you've got a darker sand fabric, you could sponge with a lighter color. So it'll show up.
Or if you had any like little lines or something that you don't want it competing with your sponge stuff on the bottom. You don't want the fabric competing with that.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason I put a lot of those speckles in my sand fabric to begin with. Remember I did the
Mm.
speckling?
Yep.
Let me go grab it again
With the sticks.
with the sticks. Hold on. Let me go grab it.
yeah, I think I'm going to paint my own sand.
It's fun.
Yeah, I did that. It was fun.
I did one on a different quilt following your technique, but it ended up too dark for what you have there. So
Okay, well, I have light shining behind me now, but
Yeah.
but you can kind of see. Let me put something darker behind it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you have put all those little dark kind of horizontal lines, you've put those in?
Are you talking about the pencil lines or the little dark blotches?
The pencil lines, like,
Pencil lines, those I traced from the pattern.
okay,
And that's in those new lessons that I showed you.
okay.
Those are going to be the shadows, right?
Right, they're going to be the shadows.
Mhm.
So wherever you see, like, I'll be referring to the photo, but you
No,
can,
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean the outline of the
oh,
transferring it on. I meant the little
little
black
specks.
horizontal specks. Did you put those on?
Yes.
Or that wasn't how the fabric came?
No, it was pure white fabric.
Oh,
I posted a video how I did this.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
So go back and watch the video because that shows you exactly how I did it. But basically what I did was I took from using my pencil or my block, I took the brown and I just made it, I just scraped off some of it using my palette knife. And then I did that all over the sand, like just sort of like spreading little pixie dust all over it. And then I just took my brush and put some aloe vera on my brush and just kind of, you know, moved it around and the little specks came to life. And they
Really?
I have gotten much more mileage and satisfaction using the blocks over the pencils.
okay.
Really have, yeah. Do they come with more than 8 to a set? Do they have big sets of blocks like they do with the
Oh,
pencil?
yeah.
Yeah.
They probably do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just
I
being
think they
cheap
come at least 74.
of blocks.
Block?
I think
Wow.
so.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, Roxanne, can I ask you a question about the sand fabric?
Yeah.
I used the technique that you showed, making your sand, and
Yeah.
I was just wondering if I wanted to show you what I have.
Okay.
See if you think it's if I started with too dark of a fabric.
Okay.
So here's the fabric is this,
Okay. Gotcha. Doesn't
and
look too
then,
dark.
and then I added that.
Okay.
So I don't know, is that too dark?
Can you hold it up in case what I'm
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let me do that.
because I can't tell if it's wrinkled or if it's
Yeah,
paint.
let me do that because I've got my phone here.
Okay, good. Oh, those are wrinkles. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of wrinkles on this. Let me put it closer. Maybe that helps.
That's good. That's good. No, that looks fine.
Yeah.
Does that look okay?
Yeah. Looks great. Good
Okay.
job.
Okay.
You know, and by the time we get the shadows and the quilting in there, it's going to look great.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I know in these early stages, it doesn't look like much sometimes, and you think, how is this ever going to come together? You know, you just have to trust the process because, you know, once you add all the stitching and everything, it just sort of comes to life. So
But it's very exciting.
good. I'm glad you're having fun with it.
I
And
agree.
if you haven't tried the painting yet, try it.
Yeah.
Even if you mess up, I don't care. You've got more fabric, right?
Yep.
You can start all over again. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I've done that more than once. And the more you try, also, if you can set aside like an hour or two to do it, like, and don't wait too long between sessions, because if you wait too long between sessions, you kind of lose your gumption again and you kind of forget what you learned the first time.
Mhm.
So try to schedule a couple of, you know, painting sessions throughout the week so you can kind of build some confidence and get some work done. Don't think you're going to get it all in one go because you do have to wait for things to dry to see how they're going to look.
Absolutely.
You
And
know?
it takes longer to put that paint on than you think.
Yeah, a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Any other concerns, questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
The fusible the Misty Fuse, I've never used that before.
Mhm.
Do you just iron it to the back of the fabric? Do you iron it on or just are we pinning it on? Like I don't know because I haven't used that one. I've never
Okay,
used it.
what have you used in the past?
I don't know that I ever have.
Really?
Yeah,
You've
I
done
don't think so.
fusible applique before?
No, I just when I've done applique, I just
You just
make
sew
them
it
with-
on.
Yeah, just sew it on.
Oh, we got a virgin here. Okay. That doesn't happen that often to me. Okay. So basically, in the supply list, you can buy,
Oh, I bought it.
you bought it. Okay.
I bought it. I ordered it. I've never used it, so it's like
Okay. Good. All right. So do you have the Teflon sheets?
Teflon sheet.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. So that's what you use so that it doesn't stick to your ironing board or your iron. Because
Okay.
everything
You
peels
can use
off. of-
parchment paper also.
Yeah, you can use
Also use-
parchment.
Correct. You can use parchment paper, but I fuse a lot, so I just went ahead and got myself. You can order this stuff online.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a big one.
Yeah. It was bigger and I cut it in half. You're gonna
Ah.
need at least 2 of these, okay? One to put underneath your project, another Teflon or parchment, and then your iron. Okay, and you wait for it a little, you give it a little bit of heat, and then you wait for it dry. You don't need steam, let it dry, and then it should peel right off your Teflon once it's fully fused onto the back of the fabric.
So I'm gonna put the Misty Fuse right on that Teflon, then put my fabric over top,
Yep,
then another piece of Teflon, and then I iron it.
right. You don't want the Misty Fuse to get in contact with your iron at all, because it will gunk up your iron.
Right. I
Ask
didn't know-
us how we know, right, guys?
That's right.
I just thought maybe another piece of fabric was going underneath the fusible, maybe instead of Teflon.
Well, you can fuse 2 pieces of fabric together. But what we're doing right now is we're making the bottom part of our fabric attachable to either batting or each other.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Like, if you
I
look
need to
at your
order some
fabric,
Teflon.
what I do is I pre-fuse my fabrics on the wrong side. Now, this is a batik, so you can't see the right from the wrong. But if you
Right.
look at this, I don't know if you can tell. Let me spotlight myself. Can you see that bit of shine?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Misty Fuse that's already been glued on and it's dried.
Okay.
Okay, this is the right side of the fabric, no Misty Fuse. Now I can attach this to another piece of fabric or to anything. I'll put another piece of Teflon or parchment paper over top of it and then use my iron. This is what I call a live piece of fabric because it has fusible on the back of it. If you don't protect your ironing board, you will fuse it right to your ironing board.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
That's all there is to know about Misty Fuse. But if you're
Teflon.
not sure, you can always, go on good old YouTube and
I'm
ask
gonna put
YouTube,
some
how do I use
Teflons.
Misty Fuse?
So the
But-
Teflon sheet that you have, those are reusable then?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you another little tip. With the Teflon sheets, hold on a second. After I fuse something, sometimes little bits of fusible will remain on the Teflon sheet.
Hmm.
This one is really old. I need to get a new one. It's falling apart. It's just like the regular plastic kitchen
yeah.
scrubby. And I will scrub the Teflon sheet and get rid of any little bits of fusible that are on there because they might adhere to the right side of another piece of fabric, and I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
So it's good to clean off your Teflon sheets between uses. And just don't let it get anywhere near your iron. But if you do, use an iron cleaner and it'll come off,
Or a dryer sheet.
or a dryer sheet. And do you heat up your iron and then you rub it on that dryer sheet and that gets it off?
Mhm.
Okay. Good to know.
Why do you like Misty Fuse over Wonder Under?
Wonder Under is thicker. It takes longer to fuse.
Okay.
I'm very impatient.
And harder to stitch through, I would think.
A little bit, yeah. It's got a heavier hand on the fabric, so it's not as light. Like when you put Misty Fuse on the back of fabric, you can barely tell it's there. So it's much lighter weight. It doesn't affect the hand of the fabric. It takes less time to fuse. Some people don't like the fact that it's like kind of wiggly and moves around and all of that, but with a paper-backed fusible like Wonder Under, it's a little easier to manage, but I don't like the trade-off. And I definitely don't like Steam-A-Seam too because
Ooh, too thick.
it's too thick it gums up your needle. You have to keep taking your work off and pressing it so it won't gum up your needle. I mean, I don't like that stuff.
And there's absolutely no free hand quilting with steam too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way too thick.
Mhm.
I got rid of it when I bought it and I tried it and I said, I don't like it.
Yeah, some
Throw it
people
away.
love it because they can reposition it and all of that, but I'm like, you can do the same thing with Misty Fuse. You can tack it real lightly on your piece with a little mini iron and you can peel it off again.
I found the Steam-A-Seam 2 works well for certain applications, like when I'm making rope bowls. I
Uh-huh.
can fussy cut something and put it in the middle of the rope bowl
There you go.
and use the Steam-A-Seam 2 for that. And it really adheres well.
Yeah, that's a more heavy duty application.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I also like to use Misty Fuse on the back of silk.
Yeah.
If you ever use silk in any of your art quilts, it's really
No,
good for
But
that.
I wanna learn that one too.
Yeah, it's so easy to put on the back of silk and then you can treat it just like any other fabric. You can fuse it, you can stitch through it. It's good. Works great. All right, so we kind of gotten off the beaten path, but does anybody else have any
Little.
trouble with the painting or want to talk about that some more?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, then I think I'm going to let you go a little early and then maybe you can use this time to go, if you're inspired, you can go get some painting done.
I have a question.
Sure.
When I post something on the community page,
Yes.
it asks me to post it in a particular space.
Okay.
General announcements, introductions, questions. What would I choose there?
If it's a question, put it in question. It really doesn't matter. I get notified either way.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
if
I
it's a
have,
question,
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, I have trouble posting photos in there.
do you really?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
All right, let me go over that again, okay? And if anybody needs to leave at this point, you're welcome to go, but let me get back to this. Let's see, I need to go to down here, my communities, open it up. What's on your mind? Select a space. Question. Post a title. Trouble posting. Okay, that's optional, but if I want to post an image, I go down to here and I click upload image and it will not accept a file size bigger than that. So if your picture's too big, and I've had this happen, you may have to reduce the size of your file in your
Mhm.
photo editing software
Mm-hmm.
and repost it. So
Okay.
say I want to post this. This might be too big. Nope, it's not. Okay, there it is. All
Oh,
right,
it looks so beautiful.
thank you. All right, so I'm going to post. I'm not going to say trouble posting. I'm going to say posting my work so far. Create post. There it is.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you.
Did that help?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then anyone can comment, they can click on the heart, they can ask questions,
Great.
I get notified of whatever you post in the course or the community.
Okay.
Okay.
Right underneath your post is the post I just put. I found the lady whose class I took was Anita Kennedy.
Oh, I see it here. Thank
Mhm.
you. Oh yeah, I've heard of her.
She's very good.
There she is.
Oh.
Craftsy is no longer are they still a thing?
Yes, they
Yeah,
still
they
have
are,
so.
but
yes.
They are.
You just can't sell, they don't sell fabric. It's strictly classes and
Okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
does she do ink tents or just
it's acrylic paint.
acrylic paint?
She uses set of paints.
Oh, set of colors. Yeah, that was my
Mhm.
first. They're good, but they're expensive. So let me get out of this and stop the share. Yeah, I use set of colors and they're very nice, but they're usually, oh, I don't know if you can get opaque. You probably
Yeah,
can.
you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Mine is, I'm using it and
Yeah.
it's opaque.
I
My
think
white is.
they're a little more expensive than the other brands.
How do you spell that? Is it with a Z,
No.
Set of color,
with a S?
S,
Oh.
SETA. You can also use that paint for sun printing.
Oh,
So Roxanne, what do you want us to have complete for next week?
Oh, what a good question. Let's go for having all our skies done. Okay. And if you want to get a jump start on, I want you to put the marks on the whole bottom half, like especially the sand, because that's where it's really important to mark. Now, can you eyeball all this? Yes, you can. You can. If you want to just refer back and forth to your photograph, you don't have to mark it. I'm just giving you that option if you don't feel confident enough to eyeball it. So up to you. I give you tools. Either way, you can do whatever you want.
so we won't need to paint any of the bottom half yet.
Not yet, unless you get totally inspired and you want to go for it.
Do we cut out also the sea and grass?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's in the instructions, the new instructions that I posted.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah. And please let me know if my written instructions are not clear, because I might think they're clear, but I have found over time that, yeah, maybe not.
I think the only thing I would have added in the supply list was some things you mentioned that wasn't in the supply,
Yes,
like the sponges, the sea sponge,
yep,
and maybe the sticks, and
yep.
what else? There was something else that you used. I don't remember, but those two in particular,
Yep.
and maybe point out the large
Teflon?
Teflon page. I've got the smaller ones that are, probably the size of a legal page.
Those work fine, but if you want something bigger, you can.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not,
okay,
I don't want to load up people's like
yeah.
supply list, like they have to spend a fortune on this.
Mm.
I try to be mindful of that. But I give you options in class too. So that if you want to go ahead and purchase it, you can. But you're right, I should have put sea sponges on there. What was the other thing?
Well, the
The
sticks,
sticks. Yeah.
if,
Blocks?
as an
Blocks.
option,
And black paint if you want to get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And my dogs were just barking because Amazon just delivered the black paint because I didn't enjoy. I would just like to share something just to let you know my goals.
Okay.
I sent you another email during class today, but this is what I want to paint next, this photograph.
Oh, let
Oh,
me
that's pretty.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me spotlight.
Gorgeous photograph.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Wow.
beautiful.
I love the sky because it's
Yeah.
really different than what we've done.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
I love the perspective.
Yep.
So
Nice.
I need to get a lot of nerve up. A
Well,
lot of
I
confidence.
think Susan, you and I, we can have a conversation about that particular one. Like I can give you some pointers, like how to get started.
Okay, well, I sent you the photograph. I'd appreciate it.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I know.
Susan, how big do you think that quilt would be when you finish?
I don't know, but I can tell you that the one I'm working on with you is intimidating for me. I really enjoyed the first one I did with Roxanne, which was more this size.
Yeah.
I would say this would be, if I can do this on a ledger size piece of copy paper, which is actually, 2 8.5 by 11s, this size,
Yeah.
I would be
Okay.
fine with that.
Okay.
So I guess a ledger size, whatever that is.
Okay.
8.5 by
I would make it bigger than that.
11 by 17. I think that's what would be.
Okay. Okay.
Someone told me that if that if I wanted to advance in my skills, I needed to work large. And so I made a quilt that was something like 30 by 60 maybe. And it was large. And let me tell you, it was hard to do it. When it gets large, you need more details. Where it's small, you can just kind of stitch in a
Exactly.
little line here and there as a detail. But when it's big, it's got to be, it just is harder. I find it very hard to do the bigger.
I think I teach quilting here in the community, and I find I always start my students small. First of all, it gives them confidence, but yeah, I think it's much easier to do small than large. I guess that's why I'm a little intimidated with this Cape Cod, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for pushing yourself a little bit out of your
Yeah.
comfort zone,
Yeah, uh-huh,
and you can always go back, right?
yeah, uh-huh.
But I wanted to say something about scale, because what we're talking about here is scale.
Mhm.
If you have an image that really speaks to you and you want to make a statement of it, you might want to work bigger.
Mm.
And I'm not talking huge. You don't have to cover a whole wall, but you may want to work a little bit bigger because you want the impact of something larger. And if
Mhm.
it's too small, you just don't get that majesty, that feeling of majesty. Like if I did it this size, it would be pretty, it'd be nice,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the impact that this piece is going to have. And
I
honestly,
agree.
I think this could be even larger,
Mhm.
but I don't want to scare anybody. And I just want to give you a little nudge.
But I think baby steps to crawling to
Yeah.
walking.
And some things are harder to do smaller.
Mhm.
Yeah. Miniature things.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
No, but said the miniaturist right there. She likes working small, so
Yeah, that was before osteoarthritis. I can't do that anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Long tweezers. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for sharing all that, and that was very helpful for me. And so you'll be seeing me doing some more painting and putting some more videos in for you to watch. And yeah, go ahead, Susan.
We keep thinking of the dumb questions, the challenges I've had with the pencils.
Yeah,
How do you sharpen your pencils?
with a pencil sharpener.
You mean the little kind or
Yeah.
the automatic big?
No, not the automatic, though. You have to go slowly.
I can't fit them. It doesn't work. It's not sharpening them. I don't know, maybe I need to get a new sharpener. So
I would say so. I just
Yeah.
use an old silver pencil sharpener.
I
Because
remember,
the kind that turns a crank usually breaks the lead, because that's pretty soft lead.
yeah.
And so I just go real slowly, and I don't ever get it to a real fine point.
No. All right, I'm gonna have to get a new sharpener because it didn't work. I did it the old-fashioned way, like my father used to do it with the penknife. Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Two of the pencil blocks packages that I ordered from Inktense
Yeah.
came with sharpeners in them.
Oh, they did.
Ah,
Two of them, but they're
Nice.
small. Hang on, I'll show you.
Nice.
I don't have that with mine.
I don't have it with mine either.
I bet if you go to their website. you
It looks like she got a deluxe set, though.
No, color smaller. I've got the metallics, I've got everything. So this one was for portrait painting.
Oh,
can-
wow.
Oh, that's.
You did get a deluxe set. My goodness.
No, well, I ordered these separately. So these are for like skin tones.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm jealous now,
Ah,
too.
they come with the pencil sharpener.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Oh, but that's just.
Wow, high tech.
Okay.
And then I got the water soluble kit. Which
What's
I'll
that?
put upside down.
What is that?
Water soluble.
Yeah.
Supposed to be able to trace and the different shades of black and gray. So if you want to get an outline of something,
Yeah.
and then once it's washed or gets
Oh, I
wet,
see.
it's supposed to disappear.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that.
But I didn't find that they're disappearing very well. So
Yeah, I'd be
And I
careful with that.
but I haven't washed them. I just sprayed them with water after and was like, okay.
Have you ever worked with Inktense, not Inktense, Derwent watercolor pencils?
No, only the Inktense ones,
Because
which
I
I love.
bought
Oh.
them obviously by mistake, and I don't know what to do with them, but I have them.
Send them back.
Well, I've used them in attempting to
Oh.
see what they do, you know.
Oh,
I guess
Mhm.
they're just for watercolor sketching or something.
Couldn't you use those and add aloe vera and make it permanent, heat set
Oh.
it?
I don't
I
know.
doubt it.
You might be able to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just try a swatch and then heat set it with your iron and see if you can remove it with water.
Okay.
Because they might work. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I started using the Inktense, I used just water and washed it, and it basically disappeared. Then I used aloe vera, same thing. I washed it, and again, it basically pretty well disappeared. And it wasn't until I started using the fabric medium with it that it kept its vibrant color.
Did you heat set those?
Yes, yes,
And they disappeared.
yes.
Oh,
It didn't
By
disappear
washing-
completely. It didn't disappear completely. They just faded.
Okay. And you're
Didn't
talking about
have
in the washing machine.
Yeah, in the washing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
Fabric softener?
we're not in any danger of doing that because we're not throwing art quilts in a washing
Exactly.
machine or
Yes.
even,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But
Yeah.
I haven't had any trouble with that, but then I don't try to wash it afterwards.
Yes. That's what I do now. Now I make art quilts, so I don't wash them now, but
Yeah.
when I first started using Inktense, I was making full-size quilts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, ladies, we got to end for today. So thank you again.
Thank you.
I
Thanks
hope
a
this
lot.
was useful and go get painting.
And I'm gonna
thank
miss
you,
next
Roxanne.
Thank
I have to
you.
miss. I have to
Roxanne, I'm
miss
not
it.
gonna be there next Saturday.
Okay,
Mm.
thanks, Katie. Thanks,
Oh,
Teresa.
I'm gonna be away, so, but
All
I'll
right.
watch the video, so.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah,
be
same
on.
here.
I'll see you the time after.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.